What if I told you one of the simplest hiring choices you make is also one of the easiest to get disastrously wrong? You post a job, scan impressive resumes, and hire the certifications, but that may miss the point. In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you clear, compliant steps to assess application architects and insider hiring tips that actually predict success. Get this wrong, and the consequences ripple through your product, team morale, and roadmap for years. Hire right, and you get innovation, stability, and speed. So let's pull back the curtain. AEUR, practical, human, and compliant hiring starts now. You'll learn what to test, how to test it, and how to avoid bias. AEUR with sample questions you can use today. We'll cover core technical needs, soft skills, sourcing, and fair evaluation tools. Ready? Let's start with what this role actually does. Imagine them as the master builder of your digital world. They don't just write code. They design blueprints that guide engineering and align with business goals. A great hire lifts the team, a bad hire sinks it. Let's look at the difference. Next, the core technical pillars you must test. AEUR, the non-negotiables and the helpful extras. Stick around. AEUR. You'll get exact questions and real examples you can use in interviews today. What does an application architect actually do? They design the architecture, pick patterns, and ensure systems are scalable, secure, and maintainable. They link boardroom strategy to technical execution. A strong architect builds systems that adapt and scale as the business grows. A weak one leaves behind tangled systems, outages, and years of technical debt. Teams become demoralized and productivity collapses. They document standards, guide deployments, and mentor engineers. They optimize build and deployment pipelines for reliability and speed, and they embed security and observability into the design. Importantly, they align architecture with business KPIs, not just tech toys. Their work reduces rework and accelerates delivery. The right hire becomes a force multiplier for your org. So what must they know? Next section, must-have technical skills, plus the nice-to-haves that elevate a hire. Let's break those down, item by item. Start with the non-negotiable technical pillars. Must-haves first. Deep proficiency in multiple programming languages and SQL, Java, C#, Python, and SQL for data and queries. They must have lived software development life cycles. Agile and Scrum applied in practice. Not buzzwords, real execution experience. System design expertise, microservices, SOA, event-driven patterns, designing for resilience and failover, maintainable code and clear interfaces. Cloud fluency, AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. They must build cloud-native, scalable apps, plus CI/CD and deployment experience. Nice-to-haves, containerization, Docker, Kubernetes orchestration, IAM protocols, OAuth, OIDC, SAML, are highly valuable. Monitoring tools like Prometheus and Grafana, tracing and performance tuning matter. Infrastructure as code, Terraform or Ansible, accelerates repeatable environments. Technical skills open the door, soft skills determine success. Communication, leadership, and problem-solving are essential. Here AEUR TMs, how to test them in interviews. Ask them to explain a complex architecture they built, as if to your CEO. Look for clarity, simplicity, and storytelling. Not jargon. If they can translate tech into business impact, that AEUR TM's a strong signal. For leadership, ask behavioral questions. Ask, tell me about a time you persuaded engineers to adopt a pattern they resisted. Probe for approach, trade-offs, and measurable outcomes. Present a real business problem your team faced. Ask them to design a solution live. Listen for constraints and trade-offs. Good answers show structured thinking and justification. Weak, blames others or stays vague. Strong, owns mistakes, explains lessons and concrete fixes. Example, strong line. I underestimated the load, implemented load testing and monitoring, and prevented recurrence. Look for humility plus conviction, someone who earns respect, not demands it. Always record evidence on a structured scorecard. Tie answers to criteria. Next, where to find these candidates and the tools to evaluate them fairly. Where to look. General boards cast a wide net, but are not top performers for architects. Top recommendation, LinkedIn. Proactive outreach to principal engineers and lead developers. Also, employee referrals. High quality and faster hires. Niche sources, GitHub and Stack Overflow profiles show real work and community contributions. These are great for passive talent and deep expertise. Specialized Slack channels can surface niche experts. Use your ATS and structured scorecards to document and standardize decisions. Prefer system design exercises on virtual whiteboards over blind algorithm tests. Always score against objective criteria and save notes for compliance. Pitfall. Rushing hires to meet timelines. Resist it. Pitfall. Over-indexing on pedigree. Focus on demonstrated outcomes instead. Avoid vague, culture-fit questions. Use behavioral prompts tied to values. Compliant phrasing. Describe a project where you worked across departments. What was your role? This focuses on behavior, not personal background. Use multi-stage interviews and consistent rubrics to reduce bias. Remember, weak answers deflect, strong answers own the problem and show concrete remediation. If you're hiring now, visit peopleteam.com/hiring for templates and scorecards. Subscribe for more hiring guides and download the interview templates at peopleteam.com/hiring.